Hey, what's going on? Johnny Blaze back again. I'm going to put this on Facebook and on YouTube. Yesterday I got something in the mail that I took pictures of on Instagram and on Facebook. But for this next one, I figured to actually take a video of it because it's so friggin' cool. I'm going to show you, video of the other thing and working, but for now, this will do. Now, coming in the mail was two things. I didn't expect both of them to be here at the same time, but it is. And that is, I don't know, there we go. The Neo-Geo Pocket Color. And obviously camo blue. I was fine with any of the colors, but two cool things about this. One, well, except for the battery cover, is that, yes, there actually is, I gotta keep moving because I'm not used to the camera here. There actually is a Neo-Geo Pocket flash cartridge. This runs you about 50 bucks. Well, 60 after shipping. You can put one game on here at a time or two games here at a time. This is a 32 megabyte cartridge. So for games like Capcom versus SNK, they take up the whole cartridge. But I put two games on here, which are the 16 meg games, just so I could show you both slots. There's an indent here where you take something to stick in there, and you toggle the switch left and right to choose the games that's on the left setting, so it's game number 2. You move it to the right, it's game number 1. And you can tell if it's a 16 meg game if it's 2 megs, and then a 32 megabyte game if it's 4 megs. So I'll put that back in here. And the second cool thing is this. That's right, it's backlit. So I don't have to worry about fumbling with the light and all that other crap. I can literally just play it whenever. And the first game I programmed was Sonic. And I'm playing this two-handed, so hopefully I can play this actually well. The only thing I hate about this game, even when it first came out, was the physics are a little floaty. It's not as tight as a normal, because I'm used to the Game Gear games growing up. And we didn't have the Game Boy Advance yet. Crap. We didn't have the Game Boy Advance yet. If we want to play Sonic, we'd play Game Gear. Yeah, the sneakers. It's been a while since I played Neo-Geo Pocket, guys. Like, literally years. I had this shit when it first came out. It was around 99. I had this and the Game Boy Color. So I'm not even trying my best. I'm just, showing footage off. Now, by the way, one thing I forgot, and if you won't forget too, I was pressing the power button and realized, like, why doesn't it turn on? You have to hold the power button to turn it on. By the way, I think the seller actually put in a CR32. Hopefully this will be enough. So you basically take something and you... Oh, so that's not working. Shit. That's one drawback to this fucking flash cartridge. Instead of having the switch on top or something, it's actually cut into the cartridge. I'm going to flip it there. Pop it back in. That's right, I forgot you can actually skip that. And now, with a simple flick of a steak knife, we're playing Metal Slug. And I love how it's actually sharp. I mean, I can't really see it too well, in person. But through the iPad, it's actually sharp. like it's backlit, but enough that you can actually like play it in normal light, and it'll be nice and bright. Although the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color one isn't completely like that. Come on, come back here. And that's one thing about this, is not one hit kill. Like in the normal Metal Slug games, you actually have a life meter, which comes in handy. There we go. So it's pretty cool, you know. I got this, you know, for people wondering where to get them, because these are actually hard to find. I actually had to track it down a good while before I found it. On Etsy, there's a store, Mark's Customs, I believe it is, or I'll put the name in the description later of the video. But he sells these Neo-Geo Pockets with the backlight for $130, and after shipping it was $137. And you can get the Neo-Geo flash card off of Masta's website. Masta is an M-A-S-T-A. It's a pain. By the way, I should stress that it is a pain in the butt to flash this fucking thing. I have Windows 7, and it wouldn't detect the fucking flash card at all. But yet, I have a laptop with Windows 10 that I just purchased on Sunday, and all of a sudden, it detected it. And you're gonna need a couple programs off their software download page for it to work. Flashing itself for the whole cartridge takes about like maybe 2-3 minutes. It's pretty, but it's still pretty cool to actually have a flash cart for the Neo-Geo, for the Neo-Geo Pocket. Even if you can only hold 2 games on it max, and you have to start the flash with USB, it's still pretty cool, at least until Crix decides to get his hands on it. But for a system with only 80 games, like 83 games, I think, I don't think that Crix is actually going to sit there and make an EverDrive for a library that small. So, I think this is like the only way you're actually going to be able to get a flash cart for the Neo-Geo Pocket. But here it is, a backlit Neo-Geo Pocket and a Neo-Geo flash cartridge. It's the hardest part. I can't pause it. So try options to switch between the grenades and shit.